So in this question we're asked, what is the distance between the points 0, 3 and minus 2, 4? And so to approach this, we're going to be using this formula here from the log tables, which is to get the distance or the length of a line. A line is just connecting 2 points, so that's fine, or a line segment technically. But what I would do first, is just to give us an idea of what's going on visually, is just to draw an axis. And then just quickly put our distances on the axis. So you can see I've got minus 2 on the x-axis, and then 3 and 4 for our 2 points. And our first point is going to be 0, 3, which is just going to be directly on the y-axis. And so that's just going to be this point here where 3 is. And then for minus 2, 4, that's going to be out just beyond over here. And so what we're actually finding in this question is just the length of the line connecting these 2 points, or this kind of distance here. And so to do that, we're going to be subtracting the 2 x values, adding that to the difference between the y values and finding the square root. And just a quick bit of background on why that actually works is because if we were to turn this into a triangle, what we're actually doing here is using Pythagoras' theorem, because this kind of red dotted line at the bottom here is going to be the value x2 minus x1. The red dotted line on the left is going to be y2 minus y1. And so to find the actual distance of the line in black, we just need to find the square root of kind of this 2 subtractions here to use Pythagoras' theorem to approach this. So hopefully that makes some sense. I think it's always good to know kind of the background on these formulas if we can. But now the next step is just going to be to label our points. So x1, y1 is going to be 0, 3, and x2, y2 is going to be minus 2 and 4. And so our next step is just going to be to plug these in. And so we're going to call our distance here d. So we can just put d on the left, and we're going to have x2 minus x1, or in other words, we're going to have minus 2 minus 0, which we can simplify down further in a second. And then y2 minus y1 is just going to be 4 minus 3. And also we need to include, or make sure we include our squared here for both brackets. And so now we're just going to simplify this down a little bit further. And so d is just going to be the square root of minus 2 squared plus 1 squared. And that is going to be the same as the square root of 4 plus 1. And so that sort of simplifies down to the square root of 5. So that is going to be our final answer here.